Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your Saw Machine Man. We're looking at a bobbin case for that rotary Franklin that I was talking to you about yesterday. A good subscriber who I chat with from time to time reminded me that I didn't show you how to load the daggone bobbin case, and I made a point of showing how to thread the crazy thing because it's such an oddball setup. And it's so common, and it actually covers a whole lot of rotary machines. They're all very similar. With the bobbin cases, there's quite a few different ones. Here's the most common one, and this is the most common way to load it. And of course, I did the video early on how to load all the bobbin cases, you know, keeping a mindful eye for where the slot is. It always goes against the slot when you load it up, the direction of the turn of the bobbin case. So if the slot goes this way, the bobbin's going to be turning the other direction. So that's what I'm talking about here. The slot goes to the right in this illustration, so the bobbin's going to be turning to the left. See, it's going against it, so it won't jump out. Let me get in the light here so you can see what's going on. So you bring it up here, and in this little opening here, and you're just getting started, because this is where it gets interesting. You have to have enough of this pulled out so you can manipulate it. Hold your thumb on the bobbin so it doesn't turn in the case. You see it's coming out the top there. And over here on the side, there's a slot that has to go underneath. A little slot right there. So if you can see that little slot right there, it has to come down in behind. Let's come down here. Up and out the top. And it's going to drop into a little slot right there. See that tiny little notch right there? It's got to come out that tiny little notch. And as you can see, that's not your normal way of doing it. This is kind of an oddball, but 90% of them go that way. Let's try it again. This is like going through this camera. I always make everything harder than it is. Outside the camera, it takes 2 seconds for me because I've done it a million times. It's going to be turning counterclockwise in this little slot right here. All right, bring it over here, hold the bobbin so it doesn't turn, and you dip it down behind this little post. It goes underneath. If you get it in there, and it comes back out. It's got to dip down all the way down, and then it comes back out the top. I'll get it to dip down all the way down. We'll go back. It's going to come back through this little slot in the center. Down here. There it goes. Clicks in. It comes back out the top, and it drops in this little notch right there. Right there. And you'll feel the tension. You let go of the bobbin case. You'll feel the tension by pulling on it. If it pulls too easily, your adjustment screw is right here in the center. Right there. Yeah, it holds it on, but it also adjusts the tension right there in the center. And you don't make huge turns. A tiny little turn on that screw will make all the difference in the world. Now, that's the most common way of doing it. But you'll buy a rotary online. Oh, it's a cool old Kenmore. It's a cool old domestic. It's a cool old whatever. Franklin. And if it's missing the bobbin case, that's going to be a problem. That's why I tell people, don't buy these. If you're somewhere and you see it and it's sitting right there, it's at a sale and it's got everything there, then you take a chance on it. You know, get a bobbin winder ring and you get a wheel driver. But if you're seeing it and it's missing things, these are not as easy to come by as a Singer or a Kenmore. Here's another type you might encounter, completely different for a rotary. It loads completely different. It's more of a standard. This is for a newer rotary, and it's got the regular slot underneath here. See the slot going up. Underneath you see the slot going up. That means the bobbin is going to go down. It's going to turn against that. All right. So if the slot goes up, the bobbin goes down. It's going to the left, the bobbin goes to the right. So this one's going to be going clockwise. You find the slot, put it in the slot, slide it underneath and out, and you're done. Much much easier. This is the newer version. Of course, this has the grabber there. You grab that to hold it, put it back in place. And of course, these old machines have so many different kind of bobbin cases. I'll just throw a couple out here so you can see. I got drawers full of old parts for old rotary machines. A lot of them I don't even know what they go to. I know this goes to an anchor. It has these oddball bobbins that are, these are hen's teeth. If you ever seen a saying, these are rare as hen's teeth, these are hen's teeth. These are actually, you find these in a chicken's mouth. That's how rare they are. That goes into an anchor bobbin case. So if you see an anchor, A-N-K-E-R, I think is the way they're spelling it. A-N-K-E-R, yeah, anchor. There's some real oddball machines out there, and you think, well, that's cool. Well, if you think you're going to sew on it, it may be a bigger challenge than you signed up for. And of course, I say I have drawers full of parts for old machines. Do I sell them? No. You'll ask me, can I sell? No, I don't. I don't sell them. I don't. They're for my use only and my local customers here in North Texas. You bring me a machine here in North Texas, I'll fix it right up if I have it. Now, there's a lot I don't have because I ran out and they're not available. So some of these old rotaries, if it's got the bobbin case in it, that's a plus. If it doesn't, that could be a problem. But that's how to wind the crazy, or how to load the crazy thing. I showed you how to thread them up yesterday, but that's how you. This one's really easy. This one's a little harder, but it can be done, and that's the procedure. And a lot of times I don't show you how to do things on some of these machines that I don't recommend that you buy. The old rotaries, I don't recommend that you buy. They're more trouble than they're worth. I get them going for people because they ask me very nicely, and they're good customers, and I do what I'm told. But for you hobbyists, for you guys, there's a whole lot of real cool machines out there that you can monkey around with and get a whole lot more fun than being stymied trying to find a part that is actually a hen's tooth. Well, I said that was a hen's tooth, yeah. Hard to find. They're out there. All right? Thanks.